you be no dusty miner like me. I was born and raised at the mouth of the hazard holler, where the coal cars roared and rumbled past my door. Now they're standing rusty, rolling empty, and the yelling don't stop here anymore. And his face is white as February snow. I was born and raised at the mouth of the hazard holler, where the coal cars roared and rumbled past my door. Now they're standing rusty, rolling empty, and the yelling don't stop here anymore. To the office to get my payday like I'd done before. Them old kudzu vines were covering up the doorway. There was trees and grass growing through the floor. I was born and raised at the mouth of the hazard holler, where the coal cars roaring and rumbling past my door. Standing rusty, rolling empty, and the yelling don't stop here anymore. I never thought I'd pray to hear that tipple roar, but Lord, I wish that grass would change to money, and them greenbacks fill my pockets once more. I was born and raised at the mouth of the hazard holler, where the coal cars roared and rumbled past my door. Now they're standing rusty, rolling empty, and the yelling don't stop here anymore. You gotta come on up to the house. There's nothing in the world that you can do. You better come on up to the house. You've been whipped by the forces that are inside you. You gotta come on up to the house. Well, you're high on your mountain, top of your mountain of woe. You gotta come on up to the house. Well, you know you should surrender, but you can't let go. You gotta come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. You gotta come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. So why don't you come on up to the house? Hey, everybody. Linda McRae here. Thank you so much for joining us today. Um, I've been having such a great time doing these shows, and we have a wonderful guest, two wonderful guests today. Miss Brown to you from Oklahoma City. I first met them at a Folk Alliance conference in Montreat, I think it was, in South Carolina, Southeast Regional Folk Alliance Conference, and they're amazing. I just love what they do. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. We're broadcasting to Twitter and YouTube and Facebook today. And if you're able to, please, like my page or join the YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. That just really helps us. And if you can share this broadcast on Facebook or wherever you're tuning in from, that would be really appreciated too. It helps with all those algorithms and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for doing that. We're gratefully accepting donations for our artists today. You can donate through PayPal. I will actually just post the information here. This is my PayPal is paypal.me/LMcRae42, or Venmo is Linda-McRae-12. Yeah, so anything you're able to give, we're very much appreciate that. I'll be splitting it with today's guests. So thank you so much for that. We have coming up on May 2nd, it's my mom's 86th birthday, and she's still in the hospital, but her husband, Ray, today is able to visit her for the first time. So he's taken a phone to her, and hopefully she's going to be able to tune in to today's show. She's been there for almost a month. But anyway, she's going to be programming next show in 2 weeks from now on May 2nd. She's asked me to do a bunch of her favorite songs of mine, as well as some her old favorite cover songs. So I'll be doing that as well. So hopefully you'll join us on May 2nd. And then on May 16th is Lori Yates, who hails from Hamilton, Ontario. She's a terrific singer-songwriter, real feisty. She's just amazing. She's really great. So I hope you'll join us for that. And then on May 30th, these are all on Sunday afternoons at 4 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be Kay Miracle and Penny Jo Pullis. Penny Jo has an organization called Tex Chromosome. She has a radio show, and she also does a lot of different shows featuring different women that she happens to really like. So I'm really looking forward to that. And that'll be my last show for the summer. I'm going to shut everything down over the summertime and probably get going back again in the winter, over the winter. I've been so busy writing. I have so many songs and new songs I'm actually going to be recording. I'm working on some stuff with Fats Kaplan right now. And yeah, so I'm going to take the summer off. So also, I wanted to mention last show's guest
was the wonderful Ethan Ballinger. He's, if you were able to tune into the show, you see what an amazing musician he is. He's currently playing with Miranda Lambert in her band, and he's making her debut with her tonight on CBS at 7 o'clock Central. It's the Canadian, it's the Country Music Awards. Starts at 7 o'clock, and they're starting off the show as far as I know. So we're gonna tune in, and I hope you will too. So yeah, I thought I'd just take a look and see who is here. We have, oh, this is so great. We got lots of folks tuning in from all over the place. Our friend Don Gage is listening in from Halliburton, Ontario. He's building a bass guitar neck from scratch. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that, Don. And Buddy Mondlock, amazing singer-songwriter. He's tuning in from here in Nashville. Donna Compton is here. We got Christine Fletcher is here from Courtney. Oh, awesome. And Robert's tuning in from Norman, Oklahoma. Thank you so much it's really nice to see some new folks on tuning in today. And Jim Carroll, Austin, amazing Jim Carroll. Jim has been posting everyone's shows every day since the pandemic started. So we can't thank you enough, Jim, for helping out there. And Carol Koss, she's saying she's had some problems with the thing freezing, so hopefully that's not happening with everybody else. You might just want to try and shut down everything else that's running in the background. Sometimes that can slow down your internet and everything. We have Mary Harris. Hi there. Oh, wow. So great. Connie Ryder from Norman, Oklahoma again. And we have some folks here from the Netherlands. That's so great. Thanks for joining us, Bart. I know you were watching last show on your television, and that's a really cool thing, too. You can watch this whole thing on the big screen, which is really, really fun. Oh, and Karen's there, too. Hi there, Jay from Ontario as well. Oh, and Peggy's there, too. So great. My sister-in-law is tuning in from Okotoks, Alberta. And my good friend Evangeline Elston, who is also my agent, is tuning in as well, and she's helping out on the Facebook page, sharing to all these different groups, and she's just an amazing person. So I decided I'd kind of stick my neck out a little bit here today and play a bunch of new songs. So wish me luck. I may have played this one before. This is a song. I've had a Monday writing appointment with my friend Kelly Kessler, who lives up in Chicago right now. And God, between her and my other friend Daryl Dasher I've been writing with, and another friend Jim Whitford, and my own songs, I've got about 45 new songs, which is insane. So I'm going to play you a few new ones. It's nice to have some ones for the banjo. So this is a song, Kelly and I wrote this one, and it's kind of about a reluctant hurricane. It could be about a person too, like somebody who sort of lives their life like a hurricane. So it's coming, this doesn't bode well. Whoa, pull back, I'm sorry, I need you to leave. I'm about to blow my stack. This came out of nowhere, spun up inside. There's no need to explain. Living life as a hurricane. I'm pounding the roof, tear it off. I'm flooding all that's yours. Make way for the wild and the storm that you never bargained for. This came out of nowhere, spun up inside. There's no way to explain. Living life as a hurricane.
after all I've done to you. I left them stranded, I left them broke, I left their hearts done, yeah. But the ones hit the worst were the ones who'd say, who's afraid of the little old wind. This came out of nowhere, spun up inside, there's no way to explain. Living life as a hurricane. Living life as a hurricane. Yep. I've definitely experienced some folks that do that. Let's see. Oh yeah. So this is a brand new one. Just got to do a little bit of fixing here on this string. So this is another one I wrote with Kelly. It's pretty self-explanatory. Hanging these old sheets on the line, can they last us another year? People drive by in their fancy cars, do they even know we're here? There's no shame in being poor, that's what my daddy would say. I don't give two hoots what you think, take your pity and be on your way. Take your pity, be on your way. If I had a stack of dollars instead of nothing to my name, if I had a stack of dollars, nothing would be the same. Nothing would be the same. Late afternoon, Tom takes a nap. Plan's got him working full throttle. I tiptoe around, wipe the grease prints down he left when tipping the bottle. As long as he sleeps, I don't have to say. The bank called, they're pulling the note. Without that old Ford, how's he getting to work? What's gonna keep us afloat? How the hell we gonna keep us afloat? If I had a stack of dollars instead of nothing to my name, if I had a stack of dollars, nothing would be the same. If I had a stack of dollars instead of nothing to my name, if I had a stack of dollars, nothing would be the same. Nothing would be the same. Yeah, stack of dollars. Oh, how true is that? So this is another one that I wrote with Kelly, and it's we wrote this one this year, and it's kind of a fun sort of honky-tonk, whoops, honky-tonk kind of thing. Dang headphones. With StreamYard, you have to use headphones. So, but
It's just kind of a fun drinking kind of thing. Sorry, just bear with me here. Alrighty. My boyfriend in a bottle told me I'm something special. Turn to him for comfort when I felt really bad. He made each day a party out of my humdrum existence. Then, while I was sleeping it off, he took everything I had, my self-respect, my dignity, myself, my bank account, and my pride. But my boyfriend in a bottle, he never mentioned leaving. He'd keep on loving me until the day I died. Bottoms up, down the hatch, I fell for him full throttle. Came this close to killing me, my boyfriend in a bottle. I thought I'd finally found me the man I'd always dreamed of, the kind who, when the chips are down, won't head straight for the door. He handed me the bar tab for everything he gave me. Boy, I paid with all I had, and then I paid some more. My confidence, my clarity, my willingness to even try. But my boyfriend in a bottle, he never heard a last call. He'd keep on loving me until the day I died. Bottoms up, down the hatch, I fell for him full throttle. Keep on killing me, my boyfriend in a bottle. Bottoms up, down the hatch, I fell for him full throttle. And he came this close to killing me, my boyfriend in a bottle. My boyfriend in a bottle. Oh, that's so nice. Mary Catherine Reynolds, who's actually in Miss Brown to You, says, that is so Loretta. That's so awesome. Oh, we got some really nice comments here. Thank you so much, Mary. Whistle, whistle, whoop. That's awesome. I gotta retune this thing again. It's just not quite in there. So I'm gonna do a couple more for you. This next one is I actually belong to a group, different songwriters. We get together. Let's see. Oh yeah, right. We get together on Monday nights, and the idea is everybody has a new song, and we play it for each other. Damn, sorry. And it's really fun. Everybody gives, their critique and all that stuff, and it's been a tremendous help. with songwriting, and it's also you know, really good incentive because you have to come up with a new song. Well, you don't. You can actually go there and not actually play anything if you don't want to, but it is a really really great incentive to you know, get your butt busy and do some writing. So this is another one that Kelly and I wrote, and we just wrote this a few weeks ago actually. Yeah, it's kind of about being an artist and all the different things that, you know, you've been told throughout the years. You know, one of the lines is, you call yourself an artist, are you allergic to getting paid? I've actually been you know, had some people say things to me like that over the years. But anyway, here we go. They say focus on the bottom line and the money to be made. Save up for your retirement, all those rainy days. You call yourself an artist, are you allergic to getting paid? We've heard it all before. Talk like this and more, so much we forget what it is we're here for. So don't divert the river, don't disturb the flow. You were put on this green earth to follow where it goes, follow where it goes. I say it isn't just the bottom line that wants to suck us dry. Dramas and distractions burn through precious time. The devil's in the details, the dishes and the chores. If you pay him any mind, he opens all the, closes all the doors, but those doors gotta open. That's what we're here for. So don't divert the river, don't disturb the flow. You were put on this green earth to follow where it goes. You were put on this green earth to follow where it goes. Get up and follow where it goes. Follow where it goes. Follow where it goes. It really is a gift when you can hear it calling. You ride the rapids to the river's edge, all the way out to the ocean. So don't divert the river, don't disturb the flow. You were put on this green earth to follow where it goes. I was put on this green earth to follow where it goes. We were put on this green earth to follow where it goes. Get up and follow where it goes. Follow where it goes. Follow where it goes. Get up and follow where it goes. Yeah, don't divert the river. That's a kind of an important song for me, and so is this next one. And I just got a message from my stepdad, Ray Litzenberger. We're watching and listening from Vancouver or Victoria General Hospital in Victoria. Hi, Mom. I haven't had a chance to talk to Mom for ages, so that's so lovely. Oh, and thank you, Marianne. It's really nice to see you tuning in. Thank you so much. This is really lovely. We got some really nice comments here. Karen Moran from Ontario, boyfriend in a bottle. That's awesome. But I'm so glad that my mom's able to tune in. Hi, Mom. So yeah, that's great. Thank you so much, Ray, for for helping out there and getting the phone into her. Technology is amazing, isn't it? These days, it's so great. So let's see. I'm gonna end with this one. And then I'll bring on Mary and Louise. So let's see. I just gotta remember how this goes. You can't see from the outside the holes in someone's heart. All shut up with harsh words fed to them from the start. Like a fireman from my hometown who'd run in a burning house, but would rather die than make small talk when it was date night out. It's not that he's weak, that's not even close. A full-grown man like him eats up challenges like Cheerios. You just saw the ground beneath his feet turn out to be quicksand, kinda like kryptonite does to Superman. Friend of mine taught herself to play guitar, so there's lots she doesn't know. Works on scales and theory and dreams of going pro. Yet with all the time she studies, still she thinks she does it wrong. You can't please an inner voice that's ticking like a bomb. It's not that she's weak, that's not even close. A full-grown woman like her eats up challenges like Cheerios. You just saw the ground beneath her feet turn out to be quicksand, kinda like kryptonite does to Superman. I hope they find the courage to reach outside themselves. There's a strength inside we only find when we ask for a little help. Why am I even singing this? It's 'cause I needed to. As I learn to live with all these holes, sometimes I'll lean on you. It's not that I'm weak, that's not even close. A full-grown woman like me eats up challenges like Cheerios. If you see my knees start buckling, I'm hoping that you might help me pull out of this tailspin. Then I'm off to hit the high, kinda like Superman needs a hand to get away from kryptonite. Thank you so much, Superman and Kryptonite. And I wrote that song with Kelly Kessler as well. And I see one of my cohorts from the songwriting group is here, Diana Jones. Says, "Great to hear this song. Thank you so much, Diana. I know you got shows going on, and I'm sure Buddy does as well. If you do have some stuff coming up, go ahead and post them in the chat thing here. Really lovely to see everyone here. Thank you so much for joining us. So yeah, I just wanted to mention again that we're asking for donations. Anything you can afford is greatly appreciated. Here's the information. PayPal.me/LMcRae42. Some people were having an issue with that last time, and you can also just send it to my email address, which is lmcrae42@gmail.com, or the Venmo address there, which is Linda-McRae-12. And thanks again, much appreciated. Yeah, so I am going to just read out a little bit. Some information here about Mary and Louise. It says a folk ballad from misty hills of Kentucky, a sophisticated jazz standard heard through a New York doorway, steamy blues from New Orleans circa 1920, a swinging two-step at the dance hall where Bob Wills is on the stand, a samba igniting the hills of Rio de Janeiro, colorful songs, Miss Brown to You, are Mary Reynolds and Louise Goldberg. And I'm just going to make a little adjustment here. So please welcome our special guest for today, Miss Brown to You, Mary and
Hello.
Louise. Hi. How are you both doing?
Doing well.
So
Good.
glad to be here, Linda. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you're here.
We miss you.
I really miss you too. And these two live in a beautiful old home in Oklahoma City, and I got to go there and do a house concert there once. So and it's just it was built at the turn of the last century, right?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning place. Well, I wanted to find out, you're both living in Oklahoma City right now, but where are you both originally from?
Well, I guess I'll start. I was born in the Bronx, New York.
Wow.
The Bronx.
Wow.
And grew up in Westchester County.
Okay. Oh my
and
gosh.
Went to school in Boston.
Right.
And made friends with a pianist, Edith DeBartolo, who was teaching up at Central State in Oklahoma, in Edmond, and ended up coming out here and staying.
Wow, that's
and having
so
a family,
great.
and
Yeah,
the whole
that's
the whole
fantastic.
thing.
And how about you, Mary? You were born in New York City too, weren't you?
No, I was not.
You weren't. Oh.
I was born close to Baltimore
Oh, okay.
in an
okay.
undisclosed location.
Okay. But you spent quite a bit of time in New York City
Yes,
too.
a year.
think-
And if I had the money and if Louise would go with me, which she won't, I would go back to New York anytime.
It's such an incredible city. Were you both there at the same time by any chance?
No.
Or you weren't?
If
'Cause
I had stayed in New York, I never would have met her.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that wild how that
I was already
how that
here.
happens?
Yes.
I was already here when she
Yeah.
was in New York.
Oh, really? So how did you two meet?
A mutual friend of ours, Lois Allen, was the wife of the minister at the Unitarian Church here, and also the choir director of their choir. And I'll make this as brief as I can. I called her, asking her for the Yiddish lyrics to By Mir Bist Du Schön.
Oh, wow.
And she said, I don't have them, but I know somebody who probably would have them. And by the way, you would really enjoy meeting her, and you guys would be able to collaborate on music. And so, anyway,
Boy, and do you ever?
so years later, we actually started collaborating, but that was how we met.
Oh,
She
my
actually
God.
did have the lyrics.
Really?
By Mir
Can
Bist Du
you
Schön.
play a bit of it?
I don't know
I
the
hate to put you on the spot.
I know the song, but I never learned
Okay.
the lyrics.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's such a great song.
Well, and she's got the stuff.
Yes,
We've got
definitely.
the real book for bar mitzvahs,
Oh.
by the way. So, I mean, we've
That's
got
great.
it. So, we're ready.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
we
were
don't
you? Sorry.
We don't get asked to do too many of those.
No,
lately.
no. So were your families musical? Did you come from musical families, or how did that come about?
My mother and father could both sing like the birds of heaven.
Oh,
And so I got it from them. My sisters, one now passed on, but they have the same voice as me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, and you have such an incredible voice. Like, are you trained, or were you just born that way?
Well, thank God, I was given a wonderful instrument, and
Yeah.
it's been great. But yes, I studied at the University of Oklahoma,
Okay.
and continue to study after that.
Right.
So-
Well, my gosh, you just have one of the purest, beautiful voices I've ever heard, and so do you as well, Louise. What about your family? Did you come from a musical background, family?
So my father was a family physician, but he had studied as a kid. He studied for 10 years on the piano, classical piano, and then he started to teach himself jazz, and he played hundreds of tunes, classic jazz tunes. So I grew up with that, and his mother, Grandma Rose, wanted very much to be an opera singer.
Really? Wow.
I don't know that I'm not sure that her dream would have come to fruition, but she wasn't allowed to by her parents.
Really?
Yeah, but she used to sing, lullabies and things to me, and it was very sweet.
Why wasn't she allowed to?
Not something a good Jewish girl does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody decided
That's
that.
wild. My mom, actually, her dad wouldn't let country music be played in the house.
Yeah.
Stuff
Oh,
like
and
that.
hi to your mom, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, it's great that she's able to tune in. So,
Yes.
well, that's really wonderful.
Well, I
And
do want to.
Mary actually you have songs that are compositions that are in the Smithsonian. I read on your.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It was because of that, the Coop, the folk co-op from the early 80s,
Right.
with Jack Hardy and Frank Christian and Suzanne Vega, that whole crowd. I
For Pete's sake.
fell in with them and got a couple of recordings in, snuck a couple of recordings in there.
That is so cool. That's actually the songwriting thing, is the Jack Hardy songwriting exchange.
Is that right?
Thing. Yeah, it's
Well,
so
that's appropriate.
amazing. It's just so fantastic. So, and you performed everywhere, it says here, from the governor's mansion to the state penitentiary. That's pretty cool. I do a lot of work in penitentiaries too. Have you both played in penitentiaries, or was that just?
I have. It was with the Billy Taylor jazz pianist. Maybe it was more kind of a workshop.
Right. Okay.
Getting players to play together. But I do remember as I was going in, one of the guards said to me, sense of humor, "Did you bring your toothbrush?" And I was pretty young, so it was a little bit.
Right. Yeah,
But
we've had
it was great
really
experience.
great experiences with them. So, so why don't you do a song for us? I can't wait to hear you, and for everyone else too. It's so wonderful.
All right, let's get to it. Oye esa música callejera, señal de que el sol ya se metió. La brisa toquetea susurrando que la luna ya se asomó. Yo tengo un muy buen presentimiento, una oportunidad que debemos dar. y la algarabía y la risa nos llaman, nos impulsan a bailar. Come with me, you don't need to tell your mother where you've been. Come with me tonight. A pocket full of time is all we're gonna need to spend. I don't have any plans or expectations, no way of knowing where this night will go. We don't know what's gonna happen till it happens, but when it happens, we'll know. Street below means the sun has just gone down, and the breeze that's pulling at my window whispers the moon is back in town. I feel like something good's about to happen. Let it happen, let it have a chance. Of the traffic and the laughter, listen, is calling us to come and join the dance. Ven conmigo, no hay necesidad de preparar. Iré contigo, nos quedan pocas horas para festejar. No tengo planes ni expectativas de cómo esta noche va a culminar. Nos daremos cuenta hasta que suceda, y cuando pase lo sabrás. Cuando pase lo sabrás. ¿Verdad?
Yeah. Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness, you two are so amazing. Oh, I just love that. There's some really fantastic lines in that song too. And the rhythm and Wonderful solos. Oh my gosh, you two are so friggin' talented. There's somebody here, Ann Roberts, says, I went to college with Mary. We were often double cast in the same show. Oh, the stories I could tell.
That's true. So, Anne,
true.
we'll see you later, okay? Nice of you to stop in.
Right.
Anne's
And,
a wonderful singer. I could tell you some stories
Yeah,
on her,
I'm sure.
too.
Oh, that's so great. And Buddy Mondlock says, Sublime, so wonderful to hear you two, Mary, and Louise.
We miss you.
Buddy.
We
That's
miss
so
you,
great.
buddy.
And our friend Denise Williams from Hillbilly Haiku is how I first met you two. She says Mary could sing the phone book and I would be happy.
Me too.
And
Me too.
oh, that's so true.
And we were supposed to try to get out there, but then this COVID thing happened. But we'll
no.
hopefully get out there to
Yeah, it's
Denise.
it's been so crazy. And I know you folks were kind enough to join us on the Christmas show we did, and that was so much fun. These
It was.
things have been kind of a bit of a lifeline for me. I was also reading, actually, why don't you just play us another tune here, and then we'll do a little bit more talking, if that's all right.
Okay, well, you were talking about 45 songs, and I am so proud of you. I have one song that I wrote during this pandemic, and I didn't so much write it as I received it. I don't know exactly how he phrased it, but Tom Petty said, some songs you write and some songs are just given to you, and I feel guilty because this one was just given to me. But anyway, I'm still going to play it. It's called If You See My Baby. I got to keep on living, 'cause it's not my time to go. I got to walk these lonesome streets with a shackle on my soul. So if you see my baby, tell her I said hello. Don't tell her how I cried to see her go. There's a train down at the station, and you know it's California bound. I'm gonna walk up to that ticket man, put my money down. So if you see my baby, just before it starts to rain. You can tell her that you saw me step up on that train. Louise. And I'll be gone, gone tomorrow. And I'll be gone a long, long time. Watch the sun go down in the ocean. Maybe that will soothe my mind. So if you see my baby, tell her I said goodbye. Don't tell her that I told you I would love her till I die.
Oh, man. Wow. I'm so glad that one came to you from somewhere. Isn't that an amazing thing? It's, like, I've only had that happen once, actually, where it felt like it just dropped out of the sky in my lap. And that was just beautiful, Mary.
Thank you.
Wow. What an incredible song. And we're getting, we're getting some really amazing comments here, too, about how good the sound is. So that's really nice to hear.
Wonderful.
I'm really
That's
happy
on her.
to hear
She's
that.
the one.
Yeah, well, and it's really, I'm using StreamYard too, which seems to actually, broadcast truer sound over the
Yeah.
internet, which is really, really nice. But yeah, you guys really have your sound down and together. I wanted to ask you a little bit about the songwriting thing. Like, who you listen to so many different styles. Is there anyone in particular who kind of has influenced your songwriting that you can think of?
Mostly people like you and Buddy make me want to stop songwriting.
Oh, come on.
So that's an influence, right? Well, a couple of years ago, Louise is trying to get music on TV, and actually she's had a little success with that.
Yes.
We've been looking for songs to write, and we ended up writing like Irving Berlin style, Cole Porter style, 32-bar songs, which I never thought I would ever do that.
Wow.
And it turns out when push come to shove, we felt like we had to do it. We came up with something, so we'll play some of those later.
That's fantastic. Well, and I know I've actually talked to Louise about some of the, trying to get songs in film and television and everything. And you do a lot of that. Like you can actually record everything at your home, right? You do a lot of your own recording,
and,
which
I mean, it's been a solid 10 years of learning how to do it. I've taken some classes online from Berkeley, how to, engineer in the studio, audio recording, and but also I've written things like that are reggae, ska, little things that are music that you might hear in, at a cafe in France, and I'm just trying to having fun writing all kinds of things.
That's so great. I mean, you're so versatile, and you play accordion too, which I remember seeing you guys at Surfa, and you were sitting in with a couple of different people at Surfa and on the accordion. It was just astounding. It was so fantastic.
Well, thank you.
So absolutely beautiful. But I also want, you're composing music for kids these days.
Yeah, well, a particular kid in mind.
Okay,
yeah.
Great.
My granddaughter is probably the real inspiration for that.
Right.
But we have written some things together, and it's really
so fun.
Really fun. I'm really grateful for this technology that we have to communicate with video and sound, and I get to sing. We get to sing with our granddaughter every Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She asks now for...
Really? How
she's
old
two and a
is
half.
she?
2.5 about.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's so fantastic. I've played some of your songs for my granddaughters, but they're like 14 and 12, so they're in a very different headspace when it comes to music these days. But I love that this is one finger.
Right.
That song is really, really cute. But you also do stuff with the theater in Guthrie, Oklahoma. You've worked on, all different kinds of shows, Ain't Misbehavin', Rent, Passing Strange. What's that like? That must be really a completely different thing for being a songwriter and performer.
I've been in the role of music director, where I teach, help coach people to sing their parts and chorus and so forth, and then lead the band. And other times I've just been in the band or in an orchestra.
Right.
It's been pretty, it's very intense. I mean, when we work on one, I prepare for a couple months ahead of time, and then I'm there 6 nights a week.
Oh my gosh, wow.
And, 5 nights and 1 afternoon, and they're like 4-hour sessions of rehearsals.
Oh my gosh. And then are you there for every show as well?
Yeah.
You're in the shows.
It's very intense and wonderful. I would have to say, if Passing Strange may be my absolute favorite thing I ever did in my entire life.
Really? I've not heard of that one before. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, definitely look for it. It's out there on the on the internet.
Right.
And
so is the theater actually happening these days, or is it been shut down?
No, in fact, in March, we were getting ready to open up a show in April, and we shut down March 15th. We had rehearsed for a while.
Right.
Charlie, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown was the show we were working on.
Oh, wow.
And no, it's shut down. I think they're gonna. There's some talk about it being open, but I'm not sure that I have all the information about it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to show a couple of, actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put up the, someone was asking about the donation information, so there's the ticker there. Please feel free to pass along anything you're able to there. And we have some really wonderful comments here. I'm just going to post a couple here. Eric Lilius, who's with the Halliburton Folk Club in Ontario. That was so sweet. Mary Ann Gerard, getting lots of hearts and claps there. And Denise, did you get healed? I did. Miss Brown to you, medicine. It's really fun.
Nice.
And Charlie Stevenson had one up here. He was saying amazingly crisp sound coming through via Facebook Live. So yeah, I just wanted to ask you folks. There was a few years back. Okay, now I got to find that thing again, so I can take it off of there. There it is. A few years back, it was a while ago now. We were all at a Southeast Regional Folk Alliance conference.
Mm-hmm.
It's a regional. For those that don't know, Folk Alliance is a Folk Alliance International has a big conference that happens every February in different. Well, right now it's been in Kansas City. It's been canceled for the last few years, but all the like there's one in the West, there's one in the Midwest, there's one in the North, and there's one in the South, and there's so much fun. And Mary and Louise played there a few years ago, and I was there, and you were in the Hillbilly Haiku room, which is our friend Denise Williams' room. And we all ended up staying up until, I think, 4 o'clock in the morning on the Friday night, I think it was. And you two played one of my all-time favorite Desert Island songs. If you wouldn't mind playing that one for us, it's oh yay, got the bass out there. Mary plays upright bass too. She's an amazing upright bass player. But this is a Dan Penn song. I just couldn't believe it when you two did this song. It was just like, oh my goodness. Anyway, I'll turn it over to you.
All right. I think we actually decided to do this because of one of those shows up at the Pollard. We were doing Beehive, and Mary was so jealous that she was playing bass or guitar in the band. I can't remember
that time. It was guitar.
And she so wanted to sing the song. So, but she wasn't cast in the show, just in the band. So anyway, here we've got Mary Catherine Reynolds singing.
You got it, or you want me to count it?
No, you count it.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Take me to heart, and I'll always love you. And nobody can make me do wrong. Take me for granted, leaving a love unshown, makes willpower weak and temptation strong. You know a woman's only human. You must understand. No, she's not just your plaything. She's flesh and blood, just like her man. And if you want to do right all day, woman, you got to be a do-right all night man.
You got to be a do-right all night man. You got to be a do-right all night man. You got to be a do-right all night man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so good. And that was quite a note you hit there, Louise. Holy.
Whatever note that was, I can't remember.
That
Can't
was
stand it when
beautiful.
she
I mean,
sings
you
higher than me.
too. Like, oh God, you're so amazing. And that's got to be one of the best songs ever written, I think. Dan Penn is just such a, and you do such a beautiful job of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, I was singing in the background. Good thing you couldn't hear me, probably.
Hopefully we had a whole choir back
Oh
there.
yeah, totally. I mean, that's what I remember when you did that song at Surfa. There must have been 30 people in the room, I think. I mean, everybody was playing music and all singing along. And oh my God, that was just incredible. Okay, well, how about, do you want to do another one for us there?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Thank you.
Since I have the bass, why don't we do Possible?
Okay.
This is one of those 32 bar songs that I never thought I'd write.
Oh,
And
cool. Wow.
I did have to work this one, but originally it actually came to me in a dream.
Wow.
The first 5 or 6 notes of the melody, and then I got up out of bed and I went to my computer and put it down in Finale, and then in the morning I said, let's go listen to this melody and see if it's any good or not. It turned out to be okay. So
Well, that's a great thing. Thank goodness you did that.
right,
You know, sometimes if you go, I'll remember it, and then you don't, you know.
Right,
So
no.
thank goodness you did. Great.
and
Well, I
it-
can't wait to hear it.
okay. It's called Anything Is Possible. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. Did you say you love me? Did I hear you say these 3 words? I love you. Tell me, is it possible? Possible? Could it be I'm dreaming? Don't ring any bells. Just let me keep dreaming, dreaming that it's possible. Well, I do believe in miracles, in happy endings, in love. I just never thought I'd ever see the day that you turn around and look my way. So let the heavens open, let the sun shine through. Are those angels singing? Anything is possible. see the day that you turn around and look my way. So let the heavens open, let the sun shine through. Maybe you should kiss me. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you woke up and wrote that down. What a beautiful song. It's such a great message too. The melody and everything about it is just so wonderful.
Thank you.
It's amazing too. I've said this before on some of the shows, but there's certain songs really demand a certain amount of space after they're done. You know, you can't just like start clapping. You got to kind of let everything settle for a minute.
Yeah.
You know.
And
Few
they need
seconds.
space before they begin too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
That's
sometime-
really interesting, isn't it? It's something that you kind of, I don't know. There's been times when I've actually been watching things on a concert on television and realize I'm the only person in the room, and the song finishes and I automatically just start yelling and clapping, and you know, it's kind of a funny thing. But anyway, yeah, so, oh my gosh, I just love that. I wanted to ask you, I always ask this to everyone on my shows, and I ask the audience as well. What was the very first concert you remember seeing? Live concert. Do you remember? Not ringing a bell?
I don't remember. I don't remember the first concert, but I know that my dad used to take me to some clubs, actually, and I got to hear Betty Carter sing at a just a little place in New York City.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so great.
But I did get to see what's James Taylor's brother.
Alex.
No, not Alex.
Livingston.
Livingston. Yeah.
Oh.
And and when I was going to school in Boston, he came and played in some little,
Wow.
coffee house kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What about you? Can you remember?
Well, technically, the first concert that I ever went to, in the first grade, our school went to Hansel and Gretel in Little Rock. And I ended up, decades later, singing Hansel in an opera company in Oklahoma, and sometimes Hansel and sometimes the Sandman.
Wow. And I actually wanted to ask people in the audience to post in the chat room if you're feel so inclined. Let us know what your first concerts were
cool.
that you ever saw. And also, I always like to ask people what the first record was that they ever kind of went out and bought with their own money. Do you remember what that would have been?
Beatles.
Really? Which one?
Well, probably Meet the Beatles.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
I was in the 6th grade when they first were on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Right.
And then my friend Steve Geller and I used to ride our bicycles to Sam Goody's record store, like the morning that any Beatle record was coming out, and buy the copy, Saturday morning, of course.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah.
I remember sitting with friends of mine and listening to the White Album in its entirety in front of the stereo, my parents' stereo. About 6 of us all gathered around the hi-fi. Twist and Shout was my first one. What about you, Mary?
Well, I'm not sure, but it very well might have been in pop music, because I bought a lot of classical music. It might have been Cat Stevens' "Tea for the
Oh,
Tillerman."
wow, yeah, that's a great record. That's
Yeah,
a really great
it
record.
is.
And our friend here, Linda Henson, says her first concert was Roy Orbison. That's that's
that's
pretty
nice.
friggin' good. And then our friend Denise Williams says, my big sister Sandra took me to see the Monkees for my first concert. So that's great. That's awesome.
Actually,
yeah.
to think of it, I went to see the band
Oh my gosh, you actually got to see the band?
twice.
Oh, how great is that? Where
Yeah, it
did you
was-
see them?
One was Fillmore East, I think,
Oh,
in New York,
gosh.
and then they actually came to Oklahoma City and they played at the Lincoln.
Zoo?
No,
No.
the
Lincoln Plaza Hotel?
hotel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, it's
oh
amazing.
My gosh, that's so incredible. And Jackie Ringersma, she said Chris Christopherson and Rita Coolidge were her first ones. And Jay Linden, can't remember the first, but we saw Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Chambers Brothers around 68. Also saw Betty Carter 20 years later. So
Wow.
that's pretty great. Well, this has just been so much fun.
I win.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about the songwriting stuff. Do you have any like tips and tricks or anything you can kind of pass along, or what your experience has been like as far as
well,
songwriting?
I would say that for a long time I was stuck and thinking that if I wrote, this thing had to be really great, and that kept me from writing.
Oh.
Then Mary recommended that I join this organization called Taxi, which is a kind of artist and repertoire company,
Right.
and they get listings from music supervisors and TV shows and stuff like that, and they'll say, we're looking for this, and here's a deadline, and it should sound like this. And so I just started to the deadline helped me. That was the start. But now I've gotten to a place where I just walk to the piano and I might sit down for a couple minutes and I noodle around and I find an idea and I jot things down, and then sometimes I'll write a song in 2 hours, and
Right.
some of them are instrumental jazz things, and then some things I will revisit for a couple of years and then finish. And I've been collaborating with lyricists. I'm noticing that I've got a knack for putting someone else's lyrics to music.
That's
in
really cool.
some styles, and then just doing it
Yes.
and
yeah,
enjoying the
yeah.
process. It's just a puzzle, putting puzzle pieces together.
It's so
And
true.
And Mary and I, so we're married and we play music together and we work together,
Right.
and so it's been a journey to learn how to collaborate and not cry or kill each other. But we've really gotten to a much a positive and workable kind of
Right.
situation.
Yeah,
And so
it's-
a lot of
yeah.
the songs we did are true collaborations,
Wow, yeah.
Sometimes and often I will write and maybe it's I just run some ideas by Mary because I value her ear
course.
and her sense.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know, I just do it.
Yeah,
Is-
that's really good advice. I think, and try not to be too critical of yourself and letting
Yeah.
it stop yourself is really important too. Yeah. so-
Yeah.
Well, you two sure have figured out how to collaborate together. Like, oh my gosh, you're just such an amazing duo. There's so much beautiful music and beautiful sound in what you do, but there's also space, which is really nice. You know, it's like not everything always needs to be filled up. The spaces are
Yeah.
as important as the notes are themselves, and you just really have this amazing way of fitting everything together. It's just so gorgeous. I'm
thank
really
you.
I just really love what you do. So let's get you to play a couple more songs. I'm just going to read here too. Mary Harris says Chuck Berry was the first
Wow.
person she saw at 12 years old, and our friend Don Gage up in Ontario, Little Richard. Like, wow, that's pretty cool too. Anyway, yeah. So why don't we get you to do another couple of songs, and we'll have a couple
Okay.
more little chats and.
You want to do her song or so you have the bass?
Oh, wow.
Shall we do Lookout Tree?
They're both. Oh yeah, let's do Lookout Tree.
All right. Well,
Okay.
first we are going to sing Rough Edges.
Oh, that's so sweet. These guys recorded one of my songs, which is
Yes.
amazing.
But Mary has
ladies.
the bass, so I'm going to grab
Right.
my guitar and we're going to do
Perfect.
a little folk song I wrote.
Oh, fantastic. Great. You're really good on that bass, too, Mary. I love some of the runs that you were doing in Do You Right Woman. It was just
Thank you.
beautiful.
This is a little story about a tree that I loved as a child. I have a little frog in my throat. Maybe it wants to go live in the tree. Tree frog. All right, here we go. Middle of the city, in a patch of wood, the world's best climbing tree stood. Sap on my fingers, scrapes on my knees. 8 years old, climbing up the tree. When my heart was heavy, I couldn't feel free. I'd find shelter in my lookout tree. Oh, grandmother, grandmother, lookout tree. You held me high in your canopy, way up there, where I could see my way out of the woods. Treetops hiss, autumn glows, birds sing, we gotta go. Sea of leaves, as the colors fall, summer fades, but my tree stands tall. When my head was full of wondering, could I let go and spread my wings? Oh, grandmother, grandmother, lookout tree. You held me high in your canopy, way up there, where I could see my way out of the woods. Red boots on, hands in gloves, making snowy tracks to the place I love. Snowflakes swirl above my head, curvy branch makes a cozy bed. When this cold world took hold of me, I curl up tight in my lookout tree. Oh, grandmother, grandmother, lookout tree. You held me high in your canopy, way up there, where I could see my way out of the woods. scars on my hands, pain in my knees, older now, climbing in my dreams. Houses stand where my tree once stood, but her roots run deep in my soul for good. When this crazy world takes hold of me, I take comfort in my lookout tree. Oh, grandmother, grandmother, lookout tree, you held me high in your canopy, way up there where I could see my way out of the woods. I could see my way. I could see my way.
Oh, I love that song. Oh my
Thank you.
goodness. What
We're
kind-
hoping that it's going to be a book.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes, Connie Seaborn is a friend of ours, a beautiful, wonderful artist. Has done illustrations. In fact, the song was half as long, and she did illustrations for the first and last verse, and then she did more pictures, which enabled me to write about the seasons, you know, the autumn and the
Right.
winter.
That's
so it
so
was
great. It's so beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
wanted to ask you too, what kind of guitars are those that you're using? They sound absolutely beautiful.
Taylor GS Mini.
It is really. It sounds gorgeous. And
You
what
know,
about yeah?
We traveled, and I played 10 or 12 different ones around the country, and they were okay. And then one day I just played this one, and it was warm and right.
Right.
And
It
you know,
sounds
I
so
don't know
good.
what that is. You can't just
Yeah.
order it by mail, you know.
That's true.
Just be
It's so
seriously.
true. It's so
Yeah.
true. Were you using a thumb pick, or were you just using your fingers on that
Just
one?
my fingers.
It was okay. Yeah, it sounds beautiful.
Does
And
that
what-
work?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't quite tell. It just sounded so beautiful. And
Oh.
what's the one you're using there, Mary?
This is a Taylor, also, a
Oh, it is,
712.
wow. Yeah,
and
wow.
She's got the Taylor pickup in hers. And I have
Oh.
a Sunrise in mine.
Oh, okay. They both sound so good. They sound quite different too, but they sound just gorgeous. Really, really lovely.
Thank you.
So I've got the PayPal information there for anybody who's wants to donate to help support these two wonderful musicians and splitting the donations with them. So thank you so much for being here. How can everybody get a hold of you? Where can they find your music online?
Well, a couple places. We don't. We have some on. Is it Apple? What do you call that? I've forgotten now.
We don't have any.
No, we do.
Wait.
There's something up there. I have,
like
I have an album.
iTunes or Apple Music?
iTunes. I have
Right,
an
okay.
album on there.
Okay.
But then our website, missbrowntoyou.com.
Got that up there.
And there's some music on there. I just look me up on YouTube and
Right,
on SoundCloud, both
Okay.
of those places. And we
Right.
have some of our band, Miss Brown to You band, our quartet.
Wow,
With,
yeah, that's great. And
Roger.
I forgot to ask you, where does the name come from? Does it come from the song?
Who do you think is coming to town? You'll never guess who. The lovable, huggable Emily Brown. Miss Brown to you. What if the rain come pattering down? My heaven is blue. Billie Holiday.
Yeah, that's so great. I thought that was probably what it was.
That's
but,
it.
uh,
Yeah,
It was when we first got together to talk about putting a band together. We would get together in the evening and just play each other songs that we liked. And, I know this one, I love this one, and I had
Right.
really taken a big bite out of Billie Holiday records,
Yeah. So
Um,
incredible.
So
It's such a great name.
I know,
just
it's
love
kind
the
of sassy,
name.
isn't it?
It is. It's very sassy. I like that about it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
for
I love
sure.
to tell this because one of the sound guy, our friend Brian, we were playing somewhere in Philadelphia, I believe, and what's his last name? Brian.
It was Bob Beach actually
No.
that said that.
No,
It
I-
was Brian.
Yeah, I believe it was Brian. Is it? Are you Miss Brown to me? Anyway.
Right.
I
Well, I
can't
think
believe I
you
can't-
got one more there you're going to do, and I'm so honored. Yeah.
Well, don't forget, we have composed and shot videos for 4 children's songs
Oh, yes.
that we wrote for our granddaughter. And
so
so if you have a
great.
toddler, give us a try.
And,
Right.
and also, if you want an album, if you can contact us either through Facebook or through our website. You can send us an email, and we are the factory. We
Right.
will mail it out to you.
That's-
So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
all right.
Well, thank you so
Thank-
much for being here tonight. Today, I really appreciate you both.
Thank
you're just
you.
Such incredible musicians and
Gosh.
and lovely people. So
Oh,
thank you.
back
Thank
at you.
so
Yeah.
much.
we really
Absolutely.
enjoyed listening to you the first half hour too.
Oh, thanks. It was
just
fun
great.
seeing your comments in the chat there. Thank you so much. Thanks.
bet.
Yeah.
All
it's been
right.
great.
Well,
Okay.
here's a little movie written by Linda McRae.
Oh, thanks.
I'm starved for affection, don't strive for perfection, just someone to catch me should I fall. The band's finished playing, outside it's still raining. I look around and there's no one at all. Rough edges and ragged hearts come together just to fall apart. We're living is a dying art. Rough edges and ragged hearts. My ears are ringing when I wake next morning. My phone in its cradle is silent as hell. But maybe this evening I'll find redemption dancing with the demons that I know so well. Rough edges and ragged hearts come together just to fall apart. We're living is a dying art. Rough edges and ragged hearts. I'll wear my scars like a well-worn dance floor, and I'll wear my hair up so I can stand tall. The music surrounds me like the arms of a lover. Just because my world spins doesn't mean I must fall. Single file, latest chain, bend the line, promenade, roll away, half sachet. You turn back,
separate. Rough edges and ragged hearts come together just to fall apart. We're living is a dying art. Rough edges and ragged hearts.
That over there is Louise Goldberg.
And that is Mary Reynolds. And we are Miss Brown to you.
Oh, that's so great. I'm so honored to have you two do that song.
It's such a
just
great
like,
song.
Thank you so much. You know, that was one that I had sitting around for 10 years, I think, and then all of a sudden, you know, just pulled it out and kind of all fit together somehow. But thank you so much to Louise Goldberg and Mary Reynolds for being here. Miss Brown to you. It's just, it's so great to hear you again. You're just such amazing performers and amazing musicians. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you hope we get to all see you soon, you know, once all this stuff's over.
Yeah.
Over and done with. Yeah.
Let's do
so-
some collaborating.
Oh, I would love that.
Let's do some songwriting.
I would love that.
Okay.
Let's definitely do that. I would absolutely love
All
that.
these people are witnesses.
Yeah. Definitely. This next week.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
sure. I would
All right.
love to do that. So,
Wonderful.
well, big round of applause for Miss Brown to you,
Thank you,
Louise
Linda.
Goldberg,
Thanks,
and
Thank you,
Mary
Linda.
Reynolds. And thank you so much. I am going to let you two go now, and I just got a couple of little announcements to make here. So
Okay.
thank you so much.
Love
see you
out
again
there.
soon. I'll talk to you afterwards. Stick
Okay.
around, but
Super.
yeah, see you in a bit. So yeah, Denise Williams says, oh, that's Linda Hansen. It just all of a sudden went to another one. Hi, Linda. So glad you're here. Denise says, kisses upon your dear faces until I can deliver in person. Love and miss you. And my mom is still watching. Hi, Smiley. Yeah, I kind of tend to smile a lot at these things. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us. The PayPal information is there. On the 2nd of May is my mom's birthday, and she's selecting all the songs I'll be learning for that show. That's May 2nd at 4 p.m. May 16th, Sunday at 4 p.m. is an amazing Lori Yates. She's really terrific. And then May 30th, Sunday as well, is Kay Miracle and Penny Joe Poulos. And then I think I'm going to take the summer off and come back in September. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here and supporting the show. I really appreciate everyone showing up for these. And thanks again to our good friend Evangeline Elston, who helps a lot with these shows and everything. And take care. Be safe. Till we get to see you next time. It's Linda McRae. Whoops, I forgot to get rid of Ray's thing there. Where'd it go? Just give me a second here. There we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna play the outro here. And thanks to everybody on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook. Linda McRae, over and out. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody. Come on up to the house. Well, you know you should surrender, but you can't let go. You gotta come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. You gotta come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. So why don't you